Guys, it's James the Rambling Dasher. We are out on a Monday. I think it's Monday, yep. Monday, and we are dashing. So, another day in the life of a dasher. I can tell you so far, today has not been pretty because it is already 5:12 and we just picked up our first order. So, man, I don't know where okay, I'm going to Haskell, it looks like. So 5:12, we've been out over an hour. I did decline two offers. One was $2.25 for like 3-something miles. The other one was like 5.25 for 5.7 miles or something. I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. So then I'm just driving around. I was like, okay, I guess I'm just driving around for no money here tonight. And I thought, well, I'm going to drive all the way down to Benton, and if I don't get anything by the time I get to Walmart, I'll just turn off DoorDash and turn on this Walmart Spark and just sit there and see what happens. So anyway, I haven't had a whole lot of luck the last couple of outings. So last week, Monday, I don't even know what days I worked last week, but it was a decent week. Friday wasn't the best, but it paid. I think I ended up with 118 with the goal of 120 as usual. But the other 2 days that I did get to work, I think I worked Monday and a little bit on Wednesday. Monday was good, 130, I think. Wednesday was New Year's Eve, and I needed to get home to watch Stranger Things at 7 o'clock. So I made it home by, well, I quit dashing about 6:15, 6:30 maybe, and in about 2 hours and 15 minutes I made $80. So it was crazy, and I was like, why am I quitting? It would have been, you never know what's going to happen, but it was a good 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'll just put it that way. Friday, I don't know if I worked over 6 hours, but I put in close to a full 6 hours to get $118. And, yeah, it was a struggle, but we got there, right? And then I went out thinking, well, I'll try to get $50 on Saturday. So I went about 10:30 Saturday morning, and it was horrible. And I went out with the idea that I would just take all orders, every single order I could get. I would just take it. Well, I drove around. I got 4 offers that I accepted for a total of $25. And I think I was out there for about an hour and a half maybe, and then I was like, I wasn't getting any offers at all. Getting closer to lunchtime, I think, well, maybe I'll get some offers going to lunch. No. And then I went to Walmart, sat in the parking lot there, and did not get any offers on Walmart Spark. So, I don't know. I just was like, whatever. So, I went home, tucked my tail between my legs, and watched some well, no. The goal was I was going to be home by 2 o'clock to watch the Razorbacks play Tennessee in basketball. So, I was home before 2 o'clock, took the dog out, watched some basketball. I don't know what we did the rest of the night, but that was Saturday. I watched, seems like I watched football on Sunday. Steelers, Cardiac Kids last night. I don't know, it was a crazy game last night. Steelers won it via missing field goals. We took the lead by we were down by 4. We got a touchdown, but we left way too much time on the clock for their team. and we were up, and then our guy who never misses, he hasn't missed in probably 4 years or better, an extra point, missed an extra point. So we were up by 2, and all they needed to do was kick a field goal to win the game, and they had plenty of time. But yeah, they drove all the way down there and got within a 40-yard field goal, so that's probably like maybe the 27-ish or something like that. Went to kick the field goal, and I can't remember which side it went, but he missed it. He absolutely missed it, and the Steelers win to make it to the playoffs against their arch rival Baltimore Ravens. So it was a good game. I was totally surprised. I'm feeling a little not so... I don't feel all that great about the Steelers' chances here because they lost to Cleveland twice. Cleveland has 4 wins on the season, 2 against the Steelers. So we lost another game to a 6-11 Cincinnati, and I'm just like, and the crazy thing is that they had a quarterback that was on Cleveland's team the week before. If I'm not mistaken, we lost to Joe Flacco twice in a row. Once with Cleveland, then the next week we lost to him with Cincinnati. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. But he was on Cleveland's team, and they traded him when Cincinnati's quarterback went down. They traded Joe Flacco, and then Joe Flacco comes out and puts up like career... I mean, he's like well into his 40s. He has a career game against the Steelers defense. So, I don't know. Anyway, we somehow made it to the playoffs with a 10-7 record, I think. And we have a home game because we won our division. So we get to host Houston next week. I have a lot of family in Houston, and they're always posting pictures of tailgating at Houston games. So I hope we beat them. Part of me is like, I'm at this point as a Steeler fan where I wish we would just get a new coach. I wish we would get a new coach and just, you know, I don't know. That's the idea anyway. But we may not get a new coach. I just don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, hey, we're going to go get a new coach when your coach has never had a losing season. Ever. And that's one of the curses, is like, hey, we can finish 9-7. I don't even know what the records are. It used to be 8-8. You can't have an even season anymore because they added a 17th game. So used to there were 16, so you could be 8-8. Now you can be 9-8 and not have a losing record. So we seem to find ways to the playoffs, but we lose the first round of the playoffs every year. We don't really have an opportunity to go above and beyond that. Even with the... I mean, yeah, I don't know. We have all the defense in the world on paper. But when it turns to playing the games, I'm like, what the heck has happened here? But anyway, alright, enough about the Steelers. So anyway, we got this $10 order from Pizza Hut. Picked it up. I think it was $10 and something cents with 10 miles. So we're driving down into Haskell, and we're gonna deliver this pizza. We still have 3 miles to go and 7 more minutes. So I'm gonna hit the pause button, and we'll catch up with you guys after we drop this off. See you in a sec. All right, guys. So we have a whopping $10.75 so far out of in an hour and 24 minutes. So that one was $5 base and $5.75 tip, and we had a it's 1 out of 3 offers. So we're sporting at about a $5 and is it $5 an hour? $10.75 in an hour and a half. Yeah, $5 an hour. And so yeah, we'll see what kind of interesting night it's going to be. Hopefully it will pick up drastically, even if it just picks up any at all. So I'm down in Haskell, a little bit past what I would call quote unquote downtown Haskell, which I don't know that there is a downtown, but there's a little section where there's a strip mall and the school and some other stuff there. So they have a they have a Dollar General, a fancy Dollar General with the grocery store in there. So yeah. What else they have Larry's Pizza. I do get orders occasionally from Larry's. I haven't had one in a long time though, but I used to, when I did shopping, got orders at the Dollar General. I did get an order the other night at this Sonic out here. So the Sonic is up around the corner, and they have a Mexican restaurant at the top of the hill right on the freeway. So it's probably about 2 or 3 miles to that place. But anyway, well, I'm gonna hit continue dashing. We're gonna drive back into Benton, see what we can get. If we get anything, I'll let you know. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so we took an offer. We've been declining offers left and right, but we finally got one that was a little bit barely decent. It was I think $12.75 for 9 miles. All the rest of them have been upside down on less than $1 a mile. So I just been declining orders. So we're gonna go after this one. I was all the way almost to the break-even line where it would not send me back, or if it did, it was gonna take me even longer to get there. But it's still 5 minutes to get back to Popeye's Chicken in Benton. So we're gonna go to Popeye's, get us some chicken, get it delivered out there, and yeah. So we'll catch up with you on the way after we pick it up, see how far we actually have to deliver. See ya. All right, guys, so we have picked up this order. It is delivered by 6:13. Our GPS says we should be there by 6:09. Excuse me, 6:09. And excuse me. So yeah, we're headed that way. It is I think we actually picked it up on time, and we're gonna have it delivered on time. At least that's the what the numbers tell us. What is this thing doing? It looks like it's taking me out the freeway. And then going back the other direction. So I'm not a big fan of what they're trying to get me to do, so I'm going to skip that option and go back this other way because I like it a little bit better. I don't like having to sit on that light. A lot of times you have to wait on that light for a while. Alright. So it says 8 miles, 13 minutes. So yeah, quite a long delivery for this $12 and some change. So, but it beats not getting any offers at all. So anyway, all right guys, we're gonna get this delivered. We'll catch up with you when we drop it off. See you in a minute. All right guys, so we got that order dropped off and we have hit the 2-hour mark. 2:01. We did decline another order or two in there, so we are 2 out of 6 offers accepted so far. And let's see, we're at $23.50. So that one was $12.75. It was $2.75 base pay with a $10 tip. So that was a nice tip for those people. But yeah, sitting at $23.50 after 2 solid hours. That's a little bit less than 12 bucks an hour. So we're gonna get after it and keep going, see if we can't find some more to try to up our hourly average. We usually average 20 bucks an hour, but today, Saturday, not so much. So, and we're a little ways out from getting an area where we can even get an offer. So I'm kind of in and out of these little areas or pockets right now, where used to it was like a broader area, but they've really changed the map up to where now I'm not in the zone right here. And I don't know what is it going to take for me to get to the zone, so we'll figure it out. But anyway, we got to get back to town anyway, so we're going to head that way. I will let you know when we get our next offer. See you in a sec. And just like that, we get our next offer. It's $8.25 for 8.5 miles. So I'm going to accept it, mainly because we got to get back into town anyway. It is 3 miles to get there. So this far out, I'm more apt to accept those kind of offers because I know we're a long ways away from it. Now, what I don't know is which Sonic is this. I'm assuming it's the Sonic in Haskell. So, because that's the only Sonic. They tore down the one in Benton and they're rebuilding it, so I'm sure this is the one in Haskell. So all right, so it's 3 miles, 6 minutes. We're gonna go pick up this food at Sonic and we'll touch back with you afterwards. All right guys, we got this order picked up. Let's see, it is 5 miles, 7 minutes, so that usually means it's mainly freeway. So we're going right back into downtown Benton, or just to the south, just to the north of downtown. How about that? But right off the freeway. So all right, so let's see, boom, boom. Alright guys, sorry, I was just reading a work email that I need to fix probably tonight, so I'm gonna flag that if I can remember to do it. So alright, we are gonna go deliver this this Sonic order into Benton, and we'll be right back. I see we're dashing in the dark. Hey, speaking of dashing in the dark, we have this fancy light here. And I do want to mention that this light is sponsored by the Rambling Dasher Amazon store. So go check it out. It is, the link is down below. Anything you buy from Amazon, if you use our link, it helps out your favorite Dasher. So you don't have to purchase the stuff that I have on there, but we have lots of things on there, like this light, like other things I used in preparation for recording this episode, or food and drinks and snacks and things like that that I get that I might eat while door dashing. So just check that stuff out, and you can use it for anything, you know. You don't have to pick stuff from off our list. Just use our link, go in there, purchase what you normally buy, and it helps out your favorite Dasher. So that is greatly appreciated. So anyway, we'll catch back up with you after we get it dropped off. See you in a sec. Bye. All right, so we have got that one delivered. It was $8.25. Was $3.75 and a $4.50 tip. That puts us up to $31.75 in 2 hours and 22 minutes. Let me see. All right, so 3 out of 7 offers accepted. Sorry people, there's some other people backing out across the street. $31.75 after 2 hours and 22 minutes. So we need, here's another one we're going to decline. It is $6 for 9.2 miles decline, which put us at 55%, which is really not that bad considering I was lower at the start, and I've declined probably 4 orders so far today. I don't know, I hope nobody's coming that way. All right, so we're gonna sneak around, and maybe I think this road takes us back to downtown. So we're gonna try to get some other offers going on while we're down this direction. I did decline a couple of Yum Yum offers earlier, and that one was for Charo, which, you know, it is what it is. But 9 miles for $6, that's just not acceptable. I hope I'm not on a one-way. Oh, I'm not. I just see cars parked in both sides of the road, and they're both pointed the other direction, but there is a stop sign facing me here, so we're going to assume that I am on a two-way street. All right, guys, I'm gonna go drive around downtown and then probably head back towards Bryant. Unless something pops up, we'll let you know. All right, guys, we are accepting an offer that's $6 plus for 1.3 miles to go to Lowball Creamery, a little local ice cream place here in Benton. It is a local branded of Arkansas made ice cream. They're based out of Little Rock, but they have there used to be an ice cream shop here in town that was locally owned, and a couple that I don't know what happened. They I think one of the couple had a job, and their job moved to Florida or something like that, and so Lowball bought this store and just kept on selling the ice cream here. So all right, we're here, we're gonna pick this up, we'll be right back. All right, guys, this says it's 1.1 miles, but takes a whole 5 minutes. So all right, okay, so 1 point, now it says 1.2 miles. Oh well, we'll get it there one way or another. it's taken me just weird places, but anyway, it's not too far away. All right, I'm gonna go get this delivered. We'll check in with you to see if it turned into, the plus turned into anything extra. We'll see in a sec. All right, guys, so they paid us $7.75 instead of $6. It was $2 base, $5.75 tip. That was very nice of them. We're up to $39.50 after 2 hours and 37 minutes. So $39.50, $2.37. So we need $60 by the next few minutes. I don't know what that means. We need a $21 order. That's gonna take us 20 minutes to get it delivered. To get back on track with our $20 an hour goal. So I know I've gotten $20 orders in the past. It's been a while. Well, maybe not that long. I probably had some last week. Now granted, they probably took me an hour to deliver them, so we got 20 minutes to get this thing delivered. I really don't know which way I need to go here. I think I went the wrong way, but somehow, some way, we're gonna get back. So, all right, we're gonna figure out this this road I'm on, and we'll catch up with you when we get our next offer. See you in a minute. All right, guys, I see you're in the dark, and there we have light. So we just gotta, I haven't clicked the button yet, but we're going to 975, 7.6 miles, but we're a little ways away from it. It's Pizza Hut. Where is this Pizza Hut? It is not a Pizza Hut. Where is this Pizza Hut? That's interesting. I don't know where this Pizza Hut is. I don't think it's taken me to a Pizza Hut that I know of. Where is it taking me to? It says Pizza Hut on Military. Okay. This thing is acting very weird. It's done this to me a couple times where it's like, hey, it just takes me to the wrong address. The last couple of weeks it's done that way. It's very concerning if I'm not paying attention. I'm like, wait a minute, that is not where this Pizza Hut is. I don't know if that's where the delivery is supposed to go, but it looked like it. I have no idea. So we'll figure that part out in a minute. So we're gonna go pick up this Pizza Hut order. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are heading out. It looks like we are going back to the neighborhood that's at the Haskell exit, but to the north of the freeway. So, and I gotta get gas at some point. So it is 7 miles and 15 minutes. So a pretty good delivery going on here. So we're gonna go get this thing delivered. I'm trying to think if yeah, I don't know what I was trying to think of, but anyway, we are gonna go get this thing delivered. It's gonna take us probably a 30-minute round trip, and it was I forgot how much money it was. It doesn't seem like it was a whole lot of money either. Maybe it was $9 and something. So anyway, all right, we're gonna hit the road. We'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, so we got that one delivered. It was $9.75. We are sitting at $54.25 after 3 hours and 3 minutes. I will tell you that the last delivery I dropped off before this one also threw in a $5 tip after the fact. So that was nice of them to do that. So that puts us at $54.25 after 3 hours. So creeping back up into the $20 an hour range. Not quite there. We're $6 off. It'll be hard to get there, but you know, we're getting decent orders as of late. So we are 5 out of 10 offers accepted. Here's my problem is I don't know how the hell to get out of this neighborhood. I think I just go straight, but I don't know. This doesn't look good. I think this is it. Okay, this is it. It's got to be it. All right, but yeah, 54.25, 3 hours and 3 minutes. So if we look at it in a different light, we did not have a single dollar after the first full hour, and here we are at 54 after the last 2 hours. So $54 after 2 hours is over, let's see, it's like $27 an hour in the last 2 hours. So there you go. Spin it till you win it, right? All right, guys, we're gonna get back into town, try to get us some more offers. We'll catch up with you when we get our next offer. See you in a minute. All right. So we have accepted a really long delivery for $17.95. It was for, I think it said 18.2 miles. So my hope is I can get this thing knocked out in about 45 minutes. I doubt that I can. It's probably going to take close to an hour. But fingers crossed we can get it done in 45 minutes or so. But even if we don't, it's $17.75 for a long delivery. Maybe people will be nice and give a decent tip. I'm hoping. I couldn't really tell that it's majority freeway, but it's going back towards Hot Springs is all I can really see on it. It's at the Rib Crib, which is just right up around the corner here. I could have got in right there. But we'll go up onto Military and around. So anyway, we are here to go pick it up, and we'll catch up with you after we pick it up and see how far it is. See you in a second. All right, guys, so we got the food loaded up. It says deliver by 8:01. Leave on table by the door. Directions say we will be there at 7:57. And I sent a movie and she goes, LOL, I love his movies. I sent the one with Liam Neeson from Taken. So 19 minutes, 15 miles. Wow. So yeah, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, and it probably took us, it didn't really take us that long to get this food picked up. So 45 minutes seems reasonable. 9:50, what does it say? Deliver by 8:01. I can't find it. Deliver by 8:01. Directions say we should be there by 7:58. I gotta figure out which is the best way to go. Okay, so it's telling me go down that way. Where is this? Okay, yeah, just stay on Interstate 30. I can't tell if that's the Hot Springs exit. Well, I don't know what exit that is. It may be past the Hot Springs. Oh, it is past the Hot Springs exit. All right, so yeah, maybe we'll get our gas mileage to stay up there. It's right now, I just got gas, we're at 32 miles to the gallon, so I can maybe keep it up that high. All right, well, obviously I don't want to keep you guys bothered for 20 whole minutes. We are going to go ahead and hit the pause button, and I will catch up with you guys on the way, well, after we get it dropped off. And fingers crossed we get a little bonus, but you never know. So they're probably thinking, oh, I paid enough for this stuff. It's like $17.75 is way too much, but maybe they'll look at it differently when we get there. So if not, it's okay. I accepted it, and we will roll with it and collect the money and move on. So, all right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, that was out in the boonies. It wasn't really that far off the main highway, but it is out down a road I've never been to, and doing it well after dark. But anyway, the order was $17.75. 6 offers out of 11, no, 6 acceptances out of 11 offers, $72 in 3 hours and 50 minutes. So that's going to put us at $72 after 4 hours and 20 minutes. I can't imagine us getting an offer between now and say 10 after. So it's going to be 4 hours and 10 minutes. So it's kind of tough taking that first full hour and getting 0, and then coming back and saying, hey, we want to get $20 an hour when you made 0 on the first hour. But to take the last 3 hours and to hit 72 bucks on it is pretty good. So anyway, we're gonna make it. It'll be all right. We might not hit our 120 tonight, but we're gonna do everything we can to get there. Now I just gotta, oh yeah, I remember how to get out of here now. They do live out here, so, but it's really easy to get to and easy to get back, and mostly all freeway. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna head back into town. And try to, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. We are definitely heading back to town, and we are gonna get some more orders, and I will see you when we do. So sit tight, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we have picked up this Taco Bell. DoorDash says we got your back on the pickup, was because it was late. Sending them a message real quick that we have their order and we're headed that way. I don't know what I want to send them. Today's not Tuesday. Let's just send them an okay one. All right, so deliver by 8:32. ETA 8:30. 2.4 miles, 7 minutes. All right, here we go. We're gonna get this taken care of. It is, I don't know where this is. I got a thumbs up from them. That was nice. And then they said, loving the memes. All right, I got to go. Guys, we are gonna hit the pause button. we'll catch you after we drop this off. Here's hoping that plus sign turns into something decent. And yeah, see you in a minute. Hey guys, we just dropped that food off. It was, I forgot how much the offer was, but we got $12.18, $2 base, $10.18 tip. Very nice. That put us at $84.18 after 4 hours and 23 minutes. So not too bad. 84.18, 423. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Oh well, there's a big old, not quite full moon, but almost. That thing is huge, and it's coming up. Well, I guess it's not that late. It's only 8:30, so. But anyway, I feel good about where we are compared to where we started. That's for sure. A little over 3 hours, we're at $84 and actually getting offers anyway. So, we are on the, I don't know what this is, maybe like the west side of Benton a little bit, right off of downtown. So we're gonna head back that direction, and pretty much we've gotten most of our orders today in the Benton area. Seems like it anyway. Had a lot of deliveries going out of the area and then getting back, but I know when I started out today in Bryant, I got 0. I had 2 declines, and the rest was nothing else. So anyway, this one was good. 84.18, 7 out of 13 offers accepted. I don't know where we are. I'm gonna wait to look at the ratings at the very end to see how surprised I am, if I am at all. I think we started out at 89 overall Dasher rating, and I think I was at 53 on my AR. So interestingly enough, I think my AR has gone up tonight, even with all the declines, which is, it's interesting, but it just all depends on how many, like, if I had a batch of declines that were falling off on the other end of that 100, then you do a few accepts in there and on a bunch of declines, then you're gonna go up in your AR, because a decline, knocking off a decline, doesn't do anything. All right, here's a place that I do not go to, plus it's an upside down dollar per mile order. $6.75 for 8.2 to IHOP, and you don't want to go to IHOP. I'm just letting you know that. So decline. Oh yeah, it just showed me I'm at 57% right now, and I started out with 53, and I've got 7 declines and 7 acceptances tonight. I don't know, it's just weird to think about that. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. I mean, it does make sense, but it's like, how do I go up when I've been declining so much? But that's exactly how. There, 100 offers ago, it must have been a rough patch, is all I can say. All right, so we're gonna keep driving around, look for some more orders, probably sneak over to the freeway and kind of sneak down towards Benton to see if there's anything around Chili's down that way. Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, so we'll catch you when we get our next offer. See you in a minute. All right, guys, we just took a small order for $5.25 for 1.7 miles. We're right around the corner from Wingstop, so we're gonna go grab that one. We've been driving around for like 20 minutes with with a couple of extra declines in there. So but after that we got put in timeout, I think. But Anyway, so we just took a, you know, it was a favorable mileage, so we went ahead and took it. Hopefully that, I can't remember our dollar amount right now, so I don't remember where we are. We're at 84.18, so this one doesn't quite put us up to $90, but a little bit closer, a little bit closer. All right, we're here. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we have this order loaded up. It says call when outside. Okay. It's at a rehab facility, and yeah, it's interesting how to get there. Ba-dum boom, ba-dum boom, ba-dum boom. Okay, boom. Send them a quick message, let them know I've got their order. And directions.
Drive northeast, then turn right.
Dude, I don't know if that thing's loud enough. Okay, 2.7 miles, 6 minutes. And it's in Bryant. Okay. Alright, guys. So, call to action real quick. Who's your favorite football team? Pro or college? And did they make the playoffs? That's what I want to know. Leave me a comment in the comments of no other place than the comments, right? So I can tell you that I'm an Arkansas Razorback fan, and I can never see a time where we will ever make the playoffs, unless they maybe extend it out to 128 teams. But I don't think that's a likelihood. So yeah, it's the Razorbacks in college. It's slim pickings. Now, this is what I say is, like, look at Indiana, and I was like, there's no reason why the Razorbacks can't have a team like Indiana had a team. Number one, they beat Ohio State. They whipped Alabama. I mean, they've already beat Oregon. They're getting to play Oregon again. I think that'll be a tough game, but wow. I kind of hope Ole Miss beats Miami and plays Indiana in the finals. But either way, I think the rest of these teams, I don't think, well, Miami has won national championships before. I don't know about Indiana, or I'm pretty sure Oregon has not. Ole Miss, maybe in the 60s, but don't know that for sure. Who else? Well, that's Miami, Indiana. I don't think Indiana has. Oregon and Ole Miss. I just think that I think mainly it's been Miami, and that's probably in the 80s, maybe the 90s, I can't remember, but seemingly it's been a long while. Why is these things taking me two different ways? I can go that way, or I can go this way. The way they want me to go takes 4 minutes. The way I'm going only takes 3 minutes. So why didn't they show me the 3-minute route to start with? DoorDash, upgrade the GPS, please. Oh well. Well, anyway, leave me a comment. Tell me about your football teams in the pros. I'm a Steelers fan. Been a Steelers fan since the late 70s, I would say, as a impressionable child. I don't really have any rationale as to why I'm a Steelers fan, but my brother and myself were Steelers fans ever since we can remember, and we don't really hearken it back to anything that I can remember. I don't think he knows either, other than, I don't know. My dad is from northern Pennsylvania, which some of his friends are Pittsburgh fans and some of his friends are Buffalo Bills fans. So it's kind of, and you know, I don't know. So I do like, I mean, probably my second favorite team is Buffalo, and part of that is because of Josh Allen, but that goes back to the 80s when they had Jim, whatever his name was, I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but Jim Kelly, and they went to 4 Super Bowls in a row and lost them all, and I'm just like, oh, why couldn't they beat Dallas a couple of times? But it wasn't meant to be. Alright guys, we're here. I'm gonna run in. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got that one delivered. 5 hours exactly on the dot. It was $2.25 base, $3 tip, $5.25 total. Puts us at $89.43 in 5 hours. So that's right at 90 bucks in 5 hours. We're only $10 behind. I need 30 bucks in the next hour. I don't know if I'm gonna stay out here for an hour. I got a lot of steps to do. Is that right? It's, oh yeah. So I must have started about 7 or 8 minutes late today. And I probably did. I was trying to get out the door or a little bit early, but then I don't remember what all I was doing. Oh, I realized that I probably wanted to put a pair of long pants on instead of shorts and put this hoodie on. And so I'm changing clothes and doing all that stuff, and then trying to get snacks and a dinner, or my dinner made, and chopped up some stuff and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so I got all that taken care of. I made it out a couple minutes late. Plus, once I get out here, I gotta plug everything in to make this thing work, right? So it is what it is. I still am like, dadgummit, if I only had $90 in 4 hours, I'd be kicking it. But here's a Arby's. Arby's on the other side of the freeway. 625 plus, 1.6 miles. I will accept that one. So we'll see if we can't take that 625 plus, turn it into a little bit more, and get it delivered rather quickly. So, all right, well, good. I got another offer that's not upside down on the mileage. Maybe I can get it done pretty quick and go out and find some other offers. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, we have picked up this order. It took them a little while. It says deliver by 9:30. We're gonna hit directions. We got a 3-minute grace period, so 9:27. Going across the freeway. Okay. Across the freeway. All right. Well, slowly but surely getting to a place. I'd like to get at least $100. We'll see. I think it said a 625 plus, if I'm not mistaken. So And I think we're about at 89 bucks. So $89.43. This offer $6.25. So yeah, we'll see if we can get there. Okay, guys. I'm gonna hit pause. We'll catch you on the other side. Hey guys, we are back. We dropped that one off. I think that said $6.25. We got $9, so $2.25, and then $6.75 customer tip. Put us at $98.43 after 5 hours and 20 minutes. We have broken even again, 9 out of 18. Which is, I just find to be crazy that we have so many declines. Alright, so I gotta figure out how to turn around here. We're gonna do the old turn around in their driveway bit. Hopefully we don't hit any trash cans or light poles or anything else. Me and my no backup camera car. Oh, $98.43. So we're a couple dollars away from 100. We're $22 away from our goal of 120. I'm okay with not making the 120 tonight. I'm okay not making it any night. It makes it a little frustrating. It just basically says that, hey, that first hour killed the night. The rest of the night we broke out with basically 20 bucks an hour for the rest of the night. Well, that is if we get $1.57 more cents. In the next 40 minutes. Something tells me I can get it. Now, where's that lead me? I still have a lot of steps to get today, which is really a killer. Because I didn't get any steps in today at the house. So I still got to get 6,800 steps in, which is an hour and 8 minutes. So that's a lot of steps. That's like 68 is probably over 3 miles, 3.5 miles maybe, that I didn't get any. I bet I had a 1,200 when I left the house today, which is garbage. And it just means I basically walked from my office chair to the refrigerator like a bunch of times, way too many times. Well, I'm driving past all of Restaurant Row here on the south side of the freeway, going across the freeway now to Restaurant Row on the north side of the freeway, and we may just call it a night and try to go home, get our steps. And I told some people that I would go in and fix this stuff for them at work tonight when I got home. So yeah, I don't want to I mean, it's not gonna make any difference if I stay up till 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I most likely will anyway. But I do need to get some of that stuff knocked out. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm sitting here. All right, I'm gonna go to the next stoplight, and if I don't get any orders between now and the next stoplight, I am gonna go ahead and end the dash where we are, because You know it's slow when you're just not getting any orders and you're driving across town. So I'm just feel like I need to shut it down if I can't get any offers. So I'm gonna get at this stoplight that kind of leads into my neighborhood. And it turned red, so I'm gonna sit here for half a second, and as soon as it turns green, which I gotta go through the cycle. Oh, and there is a declinable order, $2.75. I don't care what the mileage is, so decline, and our AR was up to 59%, which is crazy. It dropped to 58 after that decline. So it's I've been knocking off a bunch of declines evidently. So it's just ridiculous of how many declines there are. All right. So no offers worth my while anyway. So we're going to jump over and find the end button. Oh, nope, not taking that one either. Leo's Italian Kitchen, which is never heard of it. My guess is it's a ghost kitchen, but it's $7.25 for 11.8 miles. If it was $12, $13, I would take it, but it's not. So that drops us to 57% in dash. All right, so 5 hours, 27 minutes. 9 out of 20 offers accepted, $98.43. Done. Leave feedback about your last dash in under 1 minute. So let's continue. How satisfied during a dash? I'm gonna say dissatisfied. Next. Okay, that was all they wanted. Oh no, it wasn't. It's just that can you tell us more about, oh my goodness, people, I don't have time. I'm trying to do this, wrap up this video here, right? Why would I be dissatisfied with this dash? Let's think about that. I'm just gonna write, declined 11 out of 20 offers, period. Submit. All right, that was good enough. All right, ratings real quick. So I'll tell you, I took a sneak peek at the ratings earlier, and I went into my completion rate, and I just wanted to test something, and it let me. So I went into my on-time rate, and it had dropped down to a 98. So I had one late one, a Pizza Hut one tonight that was late, and so I went in and tried to mark it as excluded, and it let me. And I already had 5 exclusions already, and then I went and found another one, and it let me. So I excluded 2 offers. So when I go into my on time, it shows that I have 7 late offers excluded. So what's interesting about that, and I had been told this a long time ago, that you get 5 exclusions per month. And what I've found to be the case is that if I do exclusions, that I can get up to 5, but then it won't let me exclude anymore. But what's happened here is I'm in another month, and I've just added 2 more exclusions. So what I don't know is, do I get 5 more in this month, But as soon as some of those other exclusions fall off, will I lose some of those? I don't know. It'll be interesting to find that out. I don't know if I'll ever be able to know. Could I get upwards of 10 exclusions? I mean, I could try to find out by purposely being late and then purposely trying to exclude up to 10, right? But I don't like to do that kind of stuff, and I don't want to test that theory out. But it's a possibility. And then my guess would be that those other 5 are going to fall off and I won't get them back, right? So, but in any given month, you got a full 5 exclusions, and if any of the exclusions fall off in that same month, then you drop to 4 and you can use the 5th one again, or you drop to 3, you can use it again, whatever, and get up to 5 full exclusions. But right now I'm at 7, which is very interesting to me. Very interesting. All right. Well, anyway, so that is kind of cool to know about that. So let's see where else we are with this. My acceptance rate is at 57%, which I just find to be crazy because I started the night out. I declined 11 out of 20, and I moved from 53 to 57% on my acceptance rate, and moved from 20 to 30 on 20 to 21 on my acceptance rate on the overall Dasher scale. So anyway, it's a 21 out of 30. And because I excluded those other 2, my on-time rate is now up to 100. So I'm at 100% on completion, on time, on quality, and customer rating is at 4.96, which still is 10 out of 10. And my lifetime deliveries is 3,674 plus whatever I did tonight. So an overall Dasher rating of 91. So surprise, surprise, I was not expecting that. All right, so now moving on to my earnings. And today's earnings, we already know, was $98.43. I don't think I had any. I didn't have any kind of cash tips. Seems like the one person gave me a $5 online tip after the fact. So this is interesting. DoorDash pay $25, customer tips $72.93. So almost a 3-to-1 ratio, which is crazy. And all that really tells me that in 5 hours and 27 minutes, I only had 9 deliveries. And that just tells me that it was a relatively slow night, right? Relatively slow night, the fact that I almost get a 3-to-1 and I can't even get my $20 average. I don't get my, whatever. Yeah, I did 527, but I had active time was only 3 hours and 12 minutes. So 2 hours and 15 minutes of nothing, which is ridiculous for being a platinum driver anyway, I think. Yeah, it's very frustrating that you only get nine deliveries in that time frame, and my AR went up. So it is what it is. So the deliveries we took, 1075, 1275, 825, 1275, 975, 1775, 1218, 525, and $9. So for a grand total of $98.43. Perfect for tonight. I say perfect. I still, I wish I would have got the 120. And it's just kind of like it's like a competition, right? that I make with myself. Although tonight DoorDash won. But at the end of the day, I still make money, right? So, and I'm going to go home before 10 o'clock. So there you go. So try to find some positives. I made money and I'm home before 10 o'clock. The negatives, I got 68 minutes worth of walking to do. So, hey, I appreciate you guys tagging along. Be sure to let me know about your football teams and if they made the playoffs. And yeah, be sure to check out the Rambling Dasher Amazon store. The link is in the description and it's also in the comments below. So I greatly appreciate any kind of help you could throw our way with Amazon. Every little bit helps. So guys, thank you for sticking around. We will catch you again tomorrow. See ya.